These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
MyNBA2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Jokic.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Livingston. Then there's Big Dog. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Sohan in at the 4 slot. And for the Pelicans, we've got Murray. Jones is out there with Baldwin. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong in rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And the Warriors start out with the ball. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Now, Sohan. Here he goes. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
What a slash right there by Sohan. A big man with fantastic mobility.
Here's Murray, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Shot clock at 6. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
Here's Big Dog. Over to the wing. Pass to Sohan. To the inside.
Yeah, credit the defense there. Not allowing the easy layup.
Jones dishes to Murray. Here's Baldwin from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Big Dog. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Ingram passes to Sohan. Here's Watkins. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And Sohan can do a little bit of everything, including finding his teammates like he did there.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Magic.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first 3. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
Now here's Jones. He picked up 12 points in their last one against the Magic in Orlando.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Here's Ingram. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scores along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. Wiggins outside. Good on the triple.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Big Dog.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Here's Livingston. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Murray. They trail by 7. Pass to Hawkins. And timeout called by Willie Green. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The Warriors, number 1. The Pelicans, 4th.
I think these teams have made the adjustments defensively, and both are seeing their defensive numbers rise.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Baldwin kicks to Murray. And there's the drive. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A shot by Messi, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging 21 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
So it's the Warriors now, following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Here's Big Dog, 43 points out last game. And here's Ingram from the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Free throw good, Murray. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
And so Murray nails both of them. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Here's Messi. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the boards. Just an all-around dominant performance.
Now here's Ingram. 10-point lead. Wiggins surveying the floor. Sohan finds Ingram. Here's Big Dog. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Jones sets the pick for Murray. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got it back down to within single digits for New Orleans. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Sohan with the ball. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Watkins. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Pelicans have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Fires for 3. Murray, no good. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Big Dog. Ingram passes to Livingston. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Murray outside. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Messi. Still scoreless. Murray for 3. Again, the miss by Murray.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Livingston, the pass to Wiggins. And another 3 for Golden State.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Messi. Baldwin kicks to Murray. Shoots the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Sohan with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Here's Watkins. A three-pointer, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Hawkins. No good on the 3.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Big Dog. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
He's got 9.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Murray looking around. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Murray's got a great feel of when to let that pass go in the pick and roll.
Now here's Ingram. Here's Livingston. Another 3 for Golden State.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Murray after the Warriors pick up 3. Here's Baldwin. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dog's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now, Sohan. Poked away. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Hawkins. Murray outside. Drains the three-pointer. Murray's got 13.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now here's Ingram. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got his third bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They set the screen. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. Clock at 6. Pass to Baldwin. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Jones. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dog's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Sohan with the ball. Wiggins outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Murray outside. Pass to Jones from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Big Dog's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And here is Ingram. To the inside. Wiggins passes to Watkins. Out to Ingram. And he jams it with authority.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on them now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
They've got P.J. Washington. Also, Moses Moody out there, and it's Murray in at shooting guard. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Dog in the last matchup against Atlanta had a huge game. He ended up with 43 points and was his usual self at the defensive end, too. A lot of block shots, something we're accustomed to. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Here's Diabate. Jokic defending. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, you can see how locked in Murray has been in this game. He's getting to his spots, and the numbers are piling up.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Hart. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pass to Moody from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Big Dog's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Brown. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They grab their own miss. Murray, no good.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Watkins passes to Brown. Inside. Again, Golden State.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Back to Murray. There's the pick. Warriors with the rebound. Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the Big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for Golden State. Pass to Big Dog. Hart off a pick from Watkins. Hart, no good. Pelicans trail by 18. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Checked in for New Orleans. Hawkins comes in for DeJounte Murray.
No let up.
And the Warriors with some changes. .106 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Livingston. Here's Big Dog. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Moody. Here's Watkins. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now Moody. Here's Diabate. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul it.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the first one drops. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. From past the arc, Livingston can't hit. Pelicans trail by 18. Jones kicks to Hawkins. Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer. Hawkins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step and separate himself from the pack. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Warriors.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. DeJounte Murray has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Sohan is out there with Ingram. Then it's Livingston. Then there's Big Dog. And it's Wiggins in at the 2. Pass to Messi. Murray kicks to Baldwin. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 15. Watkins passes to Livingston. There's Big Dog for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Wiggins against Hawkins. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hawkins. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Sohan. Off target with his 3. Pelicans trail by 18. Here's Messi. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And he's good on the second. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Livingston, the pass to Wiggins. Lets it go with a three. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, Wiggins is totally capable of running up the scoreboard. Just has to get his shots.
Hawkins passes to Baldwin. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Outside, Jones. Hawkins kicks to Jones. 6 to shoot.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Wiggins with the bounce pass. Watkins passes to Livingston. Here's Big Dog. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting for Golden State, Watkins. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. All free throws good from Watkins. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Baldwin. Picked him clean. Here's Big Dog. 16 points for him. And here's Wiggins. Ingram kicks to Wiggins. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And here's Hawkins. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
So with Brandon Ingram's height and his shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch. Sinks the triple. Jones has got 6 points.
And Jones showing you his basketball IQ there. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Wiggins outside. Wiggins gets the screen from Watkins. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Second team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
And he knocks down the first one. We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Pass to Diabate. Plays it up and banks it in. Diabate's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Hawkins putting his passing on display, moves the ball to an open man.
Jokic passes to Watkins. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Third team foul.
Here's Watkins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's 20 points for Big Dog.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Hawkins passes to Murray. Off target from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for New Orleans. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Goes back up, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
The Warriors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. Moses Moody, he's checked in for New Orleans.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Murray outside. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Murray. To the paint. Here's Diabate.
What a finish. He used his bounce to throw it down over the taller defender.
To the right side. Watkins passes to Livingston. Here's Big Dog, defended by Jones. Here's Brown. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Watkins passes to Livingston. There's Big Dog, defended by Jones. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night. The Pelicans have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Murray for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Wiggins with the bounce pass. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Kept alive. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And, Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. Hawkins has got his second bucket.
Hey, they rely on Hawkins to stretch the floor for them.
Here's Big Dog. He's got 27. Basket good. Big Dog's got 18 points just in the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray with it. 22 points for him. Pass to Diabate. Jones in the post. Covered by Watkins. Here's Brown. A three-pointer. Wiggins cans it from downtown. Wiggins has got 5 now.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Here's Moody. Not going to go that time. Wiggins with some nice D. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Pass to Livingston. Now here's Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. Here's Watkins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 31 points for Big Dog.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Murray with it. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Big Dog.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Livingston, the pass to Watkins. That one falls. Big Dog's got 33.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Down low, Jokic with the steal. And they're on the break. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Murray kicks to Jones. Pass to Diabate. Now Hawkins launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hawkins has got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Pelicans. Livingston, the pass to Brown. Inside. Here's Watkins. Pelicans pull it in. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Hawkins, 9 points in the game so far. Moody, the pass to Hawkins. Fires the 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Brown. He's got 5. Jokic a screen. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
It's Hawkins on the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Hawkins has got 8 points here in this quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
And here's Hawkins. Murray outside. Outside, Jones. Here's the screen. 5 on the clock. Pass to Baldwin. Launches it. The shot, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Watkins passes to Sims. To the inside. Shot's good by Big Dog. 35 points for Big Dog.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Murray with it. Over Hart. Murray, no good.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Watkins passes to Hart. Here's Big Dog, defended by Jones. Here's Watkins. It's rebounded by Baldwin. The Pelicans shooting under 40% all in all for the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Big Dog.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Lets it go from deep. The Warriors pull it in. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hard bounce pass. Here's Watkins. It's hauled in by Hawkins. So it's the Pelicans now. Murray outside. Pass to Hawkins. Now here's Murray. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.